What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Evelyn, and today I will be recapping the Euphoria special episode, Trouble Don't Last Always. So sit back, enjoy the video, and as always, there will be spoilers, so proceed with caution. The episode begins with Rue waking Jules up with dozens of kisses, which is weird, because the last time we saw Rue, she was in the middle of a relapse, and the last time we saw Jules, she was on a midnight train. But Jules and her tatas don't have time to lounge around. She has a fashion school presentation to give. We soon realize that despite the season 1 finale, Rue and Jules got their happily ever after. They're madly in love and live together in a cozy apartment in the city. It's perfect. Too perfect. After Jules leaves for class, Rue heads to the bathroom and does what she does best. Then there's a sudden glitch in the Matrix, and Rue finds herself finishing her hit in the bathroom of a diner on Christmas Eve. She then walks out and takes a seat across from a waiting Ali. The rest of the episode is essentially one long conversation between Rue and Ali about life, love, forgiveness, and addiction. It's way too much to recap, but we do learn a few important things about our favorite drug addict. Despite the fact that Rue herself has told us that sometimes she just makes shit up,
sometimes when I get really high, I kind of think I'm psychic.
It wasn't until this episode that we actually saw it firsthand. Rue tells Ali all about the plans she made with Jules, how they were supposed to get matching tattoos and move to the city together, but it seems those things never actually transpired.
What the fuck is going on in here on this day?
Except we literally just saw Rue and Jules living together at the beginning of the episode. We even witnessed them getting matching tattoos in season 1. Rue tells Ali that Jules tried to manipulate her into running away, which, if you'll remember from the season 1 finale, running away was actually Rue's idea. I'm not gonna lie, Rue's unreliability as a narrator shook me, because we, the audience, experience the entirety of Euphoria through Rue's eyes. And if she's simply showing us things as she wants them to be and not as they actually are, what else has she lied to us about? Rue admits that whenever she's sober, she feels suicidal and that drugs are the only reason she's still alive. It always seemed clear to me that Rue was in pain, but I didn't realize how torturous she found simply existing to be.
You said you weren't going to be here much longer. How do you want your mom and sister to remember you?
As someone who tried really hard to be someone I couldn't.
After Jules and Rue's first makeout session in season 1, Rue incorrectly assumed that they were a couple.
It became a relationship that night.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just kissing. You two talked about being together.
What? That's so weird.
Which makes Jules' hookup with Anna more understandable. Honestly, at the time, I thought Jules was being insensitive and mean to not only hook up with Anna, but then to casually tell Rue about it when she came back. Like, it wasn't a big deal. Which, turns out, it wasn't, because they weren't actually together. Rue tells Ali that she doesn't plan on being around for much longer, and by the end of the episode, I felt terrified for Rue, because for the first time, I realized she might not beat her addiction. Rue might not win. Jules texts Rue that she misses her and sends her a link to the song Me in 20 Years by Moses Sumney, which seems to be about missing someone and regret, but also hope. We find out that Ali's real name is Martin and that he used to be a family man, until his addiction destroyed his marriage and strained his relationships with his now adult daughters. The title of the episode comes from Miss Marcia, a waitress at the diner who's been clean for 17 years. She tells Rue everything that's good to you ain't always good for you, and that trouble don't last always. Eventually, Rue and Ali leave the diner together. It's pouring rain and Ave Maria is blasting from somewhere, and you can literally see the resignation on Rue's face. If you're able to watch this episode, I highly recommend that you do. It is that good. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my attempt at a recap, and let me know what you thought of this special episode. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.